too. Okay. Hey. Alright. Oh my god, oh, he's starting. He's starting. Let me see here. Let's see here.
Shop your elevator. The Mall at Robinson. This is chapter 7. This is lesson 1. We are going to either decide if Shop Your Way members or Shop Your Elevator members always get more at Sears. Not Kmart, Sears. They both have the same slogan, but this is not Kmart, this is Sears. One of the Sears that have remained open in Pennsylvania. So we're traveling from chapter 1 to chapter 7, and it's not difficult at all, as chapter 1 is only 22 minutes away from chapter 7. If you guys remember, we talked about modifier and Presbyterian in chapter 1, didn't we? And it's only 22 minutes away from chapter 7. When you're in the Pittsburgh area and leave the UPMC locations after 6 years of being lost from each other, which means being lost from UPMC for 6 years, reuniting after 6 years. Where do you go to in the late evening around 5:30 at night for your shopping needs? You go to the good old MAR in Robinson Township, Pennsylvania. The MAR is not that far from downtown, the University of Pittsburgh, UPMC Presbyterian and Modifier, or of course, the Pittsburgh International Airport. It's away from Molly Airport. But there is a little shopping mall in the airport and a food court, but it's not that shopping mall in the airport. It's not so much, it's not so much like the Robinson Mall, but there is a food court though in that airport. But I think it's just for the people who are flying. So, yeah. Anyways, this is one of the newer malls in the Pittsburgh area. So in this chapter, we're going to be learning about all the public movers of this mall and talk about the mall itself. And by the way, the mall opened in October of 2001. I think it was on October 26th. So in this lesson, anyways, that's nice. Anyways, in this lesson, we're going to be focusing on one of the remaining Sears opened in Pennsylvania. Now Sears closed the Beaver Valley Mall in late June of 2016, and they had 2 Montgomery elevators in there. Okay, we had 2 escalators and 2 Montgomery elevators. Of course, we know that the elevator had circle fixtures on it, right? Circle buttons on it. It's also known for Adams. Okay. Now, if that elevator had circle buttons on it, which are called Adams fixtures, what do we think the freight elevator had? I know freight elevators are not for passengers. Okay, we all know that. That's square fixtures. Okay. Gee, whatever you want to call it, but it was from 1970. And this mall opened in 2001. But there is a Sears that is close by, and that is the mall at Robinson. Now, when we come to Sears at the mall at Robinson, are we here to actually shop, or are we here to shop for a couple of cool Schindler elevators? Well, we're going to hold up on the actual shopping for later. And we're going to get shopping right into these 2 Schindler elevators at this store. The first one we're going to talk about is Rope Schindlerson. Rope Schindlerson was born in January of 2001, and it's one of these see-through elevators in the Pittsburgh area, which means Rope Schindlerson is glass. And this is not the one in the food court area, in the center of the mall by J.C. Penney. This is the one in Sears. And there's other Sears that have glass elevators too. Did you guys know that? There's like one in Triangle Town Center in North Carolina. Help me out here. Durham, something. There's a lot of Sears that have glass elevators. Polaris, Clinton Compass. There's a lot of them. So Rope Schindlerson isn't just an average Schindler hydraulic elevator. Rope Schindlerson is a roped hydraulic elevator, and it doesn't mean that he has ropes that runs his hydraulic. It means that the elevator car itself won't face any serious accident or damage, as it has an above ground solution. Rope Schindlerson has always dreamed of becoming an elevator astronaut, ever since he was 7 years old when he was in first grade when learning a lesson about the planets in elevator space. Rope Schindlerson has always been a very healthy elevator, ever since the day he was born. So, Rope Schindlerson has never had any surgical procedures or any health problems at all. He's been sick, though. I think we've all been sick. Even people get sick, or even elevators get sick. But people get sick of some sort, like it's a cold, sore throat, whatever. I don't know about escalators though, but I know elevators get sick too. Now, just before Rope Schindlerson's freshman year ended, which was last year, 2016, Rope Schindlerson filled out an application for the United States Elevator Space Child Life Services. And he sent it to the USES headquarters, which we talked about in Chapter 6. On Rope Schindlerson's 16th birthday, 2 months ago, Rope Schindlerson received a very special birthday present. This was his only birthday present he received, and it was a very special birthday present. The birthday present that Rope Schindlerson received was an exception from the USES Child Life Services. Rope Schindlerson's birthday was made extra special. And it wasn't like any other. I put any of. Let's edit that out. Any other birthday he has had. So he's going to start classes in the summer of 2017, this year, after his sophomore year. Let's take a look at the pictures of Rope Schindlerson now. Does anybody recognize this elevator? I know any other elevators. I want to just take random pictures of the elevator, right? It's been visited by Toronto Elevators. It's been visited by Patrick Ness. It's been visited by so many other elevator users in the Pittsburgh area, right? Now let me ask you guys this. It's just two right there, LL and UL there. Daniel.
Yeah.
What does a LL and UL mean?
LL means lower level and UL means upper level.
Right. LL means lower level and UL means upper level.
Yeah. But H means is a higher floor.
Yep, there's your indicator. It has no smoking in it. Of course, you can't smoke in the mall. Because you know what happens? You smoke in the mall, it's going to be a fire.
Smoking is bad.
It's prohibited in a mall. If you break that law, you could be in jail. It could put you in jail. In court. In prison, actually.
Yeah,
so you don't want to smoke. You want to follow that big sign right there.
Yeah,
Shoplifters.
Never do that.
Yeah, and another one. Shoplifters are going to be persecuted. Okay?
Yeah.
Shoplifters are people who steal things. Right? Are people who steal.
Oh, boy.
Right? So they just don't take anything from the second floor and take it downstairs, or take something from downstairs and take it upstairs. So that's called shoplifting. Right?
Yeah.
They'll be caught because there is a desk on the second floor. Dory's up on the second floor, so they could easily be caught getting on the escalator or the elevator. One of the two elevators. Right? So, the next one we're going to talk about is Closier Schindlerson. He's across on the road. And this is Rope's brother. And they get along really well. I don't know about any other elevator brother. Although Rope and Closier, sorry, are different in some ways, they both have the same traits though. And their traits are kind and loving. To not only the customers, employees, or Schindler techs, but to all the other elevators that are in that mall as well. from all of the elevators that there are, let's see, how many elevators are in that mall altogether? Don't say, wait. Don't say all 6 elevators are loved in that mall by us too, right? Right? Because in total, there are like 14 of them. Yeah, there's 14 elevators in that mall. I'll explain about the other 8 later in this lesson. No. I think we all know what the other 8 are. No. So they were both born the same month and same day. Now Closure was a little. Closure was born with an oil disease, okay, and Rope wasn't. He could even smell the smoke inside the elevator, inside his car. But Closure was only 8 years old and was diagnosed with a serious oil disease called leakatitis. And this is a type of oil disease when an elevator leaks oil very bad from its hydraulic pump. Traction elevators don't do this because they don't need oil. They're ran by ropes, not oil, like a hydraulic elevator is. Anyways, so he was diagnosed with leakatitis. He's had it ever since he was a baby, and he felt really funny ever since he was 4 or 5.
Oh yeah.
But in April of 2011, the car went under a serious procedure that would cure this oil disease. This procedure would cure his oil disease, leakatitis. His oil gauge was patched, and his hydraulic oil that was leaking was sucked up by a vacuum tube. This is a surgical procedure, and guess where it was done at? PNC Elevator Center. Any elevator should go there. I'm serious. Because all elevators are treated right there. To a healthy life. So, at that, the procedure was known for a oilectomy. And after having this procedure, as I mentioned on here, the car was in a hospital for about 2 weeks. And when he got home, it was probably late April, and he probably got home in May, early May. We'll talk about it later, though. But when he got home, he had to have some special therapy. Okay, he still has to take that special therapy today. And then by 2020, he won't have to take it anymore because his disease. We'll get to that later, though. So you know one of the differences between Rope and Closure is that Closure is a little bigger than Rope is, and Closure is not glass. Okay? Closure is also dreamed of becoming an elevator astronaut, just like his brother, ever since he learned about the planets in elevator space. They both got accepted on their birthday and will attend classes in the summer of 2017. And we're not the ones who are going to go there and say, hey, look at that. There's Rope and Closure learning some life skills about being in elevator space. That's called burglary. We just walk into a classroom during a lecture. So there's no way we're going to disrupt them. But maybe we could go in one day and watch. I'll see, okay? We can go in one day and learn. Don't think we're going to elevator space, so because it takes a long time to get there. Like I said with Mars. Remember what I said about Mars? Jonathan? It takes about 6 months just to get to Mars. 6 to 8 months just to get to Mars.
Hey, Ryan.
Smart.
Have you ever seen this?
What? Oh, I wish I'd see that. It'd be nice to see one of those.
Yeah,
I haven't so much.
I really want to find the Chevy 500 slow tag.
Me too. I know one in Pittsburgh.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah?
I've been doing it already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I know one in Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah. That's so cool.
Okay.
Oh, man. I
I know there's one in Norfolk Mall, but I'll have to check it out in the future. It's like a UPMC, which I don't know, and I want to see if I can go there. To Norfolk Mall to see that Schindler 5500 not one. I don't know if real. So now, like I just said before, even though Closure healed from his serious oil disease after having his oilectomy in 2011, Closure still has to take special therapy once a week to keep it from coming back. Because if Closure doesn't take this special therapy, it's going to come back. You know? You may feel like he's healed, but he ain't.
Yeah. Oh.
It takes about...
Oh, hold on. You guys want to see something? Look. Yeah.
After having a surgery, it takes about 9 years. Like, oilectomy. To heal up.
Amazing.
It's crazy, but it's the truth. Okay, picture time.
Come on. Yeah. Yeah.
So you notice a difference now between rope and Closure, right? Okay. Escalator versus rope.
Wow.
Now the escalator is shown on the next page right next to rope, as you may notice. You may also see on the door on the up escalator that it says elevator machine room. How can you, now let me ask you guys this, how can you access an elevator machine room under an escalator? Seriously, how can you?
I don't know. That's very, very fine.
It's very dangerous. Have any of you guys ever seen the inside of an escalator before?
No.
It's dangerous.
No.
Having an elevator machine room under an escalator is very dangerous. I don't even know how you get to the elevator machine room. And maybe it's right inside that door in a small room, a small tank. In a small room, you have to go under. You have to go under the building. It's crazy. It is. I don't know how it works, but it's weird. An elevator is really interesting. I will say that much. Now, it would be different if that was a storage space for the escalators. Now, an escalator has a storage space. Either a small door or a big door. But an escalator has storage space, like where the yellow stuff on the Schindler maintenance thing. Now, it is okay. Now, is it okay to have an elevator squeeze right next to an escalator? It is. If you don't have the elevator connected to the escalator, then it's okay to have an elevator connected right to the escalator. Well, right? Just because an elevator escalator.
Someone give you a thumbs up.
Oh, that's nice. Just because. I appreciate that. Just because.
We got 3 people watching.
Oh, that's nice. Now, just because an elevator squeeze next.
Oh, right, we got 4 people.
Wow.
Look at that. They just give a thumbs up.
Wow, 4 watching. 4 watching? Wow, that's really neat. And I feel really blessed that I have 4 people watching.
Yep,
Right now.
Okay.
Now. Hey, Jonathan. You done yet? Yeah. Okay. Now, just because an escalator squeezes next to an elevator doesn't mean anything, right?
Yeah.
You can have an escalator right next to an elevator close together. I'm going to show you a picture right now. Now, you may be able to see some of the works of the escalator sometimes as well. I know the last escalator, but I forget where it is. We're not going to look it up though. You can actually see the works for an elevator too if it's glass like the one like broke. So that's the escalator. Now looking at that escalator. Now Daniel.
Yeah.
Looking at that escalator, what kind of escalator do you think that is?
Looks like a Schindler.
It is a Schindler escalator, yes. That's a Schindler elevator, then it should be a Schindler escalator, right?
Those are Schindler MT fixtures, right?
Is it 300? Oh, I don't know.
I think it's the 300.
No, yes, a street type, yes. So there's the escalator that goes down, and there's the elevator. Now, right, does anybody know what's in that door right behind that door right there? That, my friends, is a machine room for that elevator right there. It's kind of neat. Where's that? Oh, I think I might listen. I think I might know how it works. Wait. But you might have to duck in. You know what I mean? You might have to duck. I don't know. I'm just thinking that this might be down a little step. You know what I mean? And a small closet, a machine room. I don't know how an elevator machine room can fit in a small closet. Like that one right there. I know, right? And it's under an escalator, too. So, but we don't have time to think about why. I think about what the machine room looks like inside. How it works with an escalator being there. There's a down escalator. You're roped. And what are all those stuff over there? Daniel, what is all that stuff over there?
On the video is.
This is appliances, okay? There's our appliances over there. There's some Hamilton Beach stuff. Oh, this must be the appliance floor. And the upstairs must be other stuff besides appliances and tools and stuff. Okay, so how are roped and closure different? Well, roped is what? Glass and closed right? Sizes, styles, and touches. There you go. Now, how are roped and closure alike? You can say they're similar. You can say they're hydraulic.
Well, we got 5 people watching. We got 5.
They both have the same buttons with the LL star, right? So other things that are like about them too. Now, explain how hard it is accessing Root's machine room and why it is hard that way. Oh, we got 5 people watching. That's great. Whoever's watching right now, I'll give you a really big thanks for watching. That was only 4. This is like, for those of you who are watching now, I give you guys a really big thanks for watching and joining me. Talking about all this cool stuff that you don't even know about. And I wish we could continue to do this. Because the end was weird. Now, we don't have time to explain number 3, right? We don't have time to stop and think and say, hey, I think Root's machine room is down a little step. You have to crawl in.
Yeah.
Just work on the elevator. No. We don't have time for that. I'm serious. We don't have time to think about the machine room. I know the machine room is a closure, so it's right outside the store. So, yeah. And what does MAR stand for? Daniel, what does MAR stand for?
MAR?
Yes. What's the name of the mall?
I forgot.
Jay? Can I help him out? There you go. Mall of Robinson. That's what MAR stands for. It's called the MAR. And no, it's not Mars, obviously. There is a town called Mars, though. It's like 20 minutes away from the mall. It's near the airport. There's a town called Mars. Actually, that's where the airport is, I think. In Mars town. What do you think it is? I'll check it out later. I'll have to check it out later. Okay, so there's road to closure. So you know Sears has 2 escalators, right?
Right.
And 2 elevators, right?
Right.
Now listen. Now remember, when I give you guys this quiz, all you gotta do is, for every quiz, you just gotta listen to what I say on the live stream, okay? Right? Because I'm giving you guys information for the quiz that you have to take after we get done with chapter 7. So, yeah, so make sure you guys listen in for important stuff. Because it will be on the quiz. Trust me. Jonathan, you done yet?
Yeah.
Let me think here. Is there anything else you'd like to say about the store?
Yeah. I wish we could have 5 viewers.
Oh, yeah, guys, listen. I do remember something. When I was only 8 years old and I went to that mall in the summer, I remember going into the back of the store, like where the photo studio is, and I peeked in the store and I saw the freight elevator. It's like the one at Sears and Fort Steuben. No, I did not ride it. I will not do that without permission. That is dangerous.
Exactly.
It doesn't have security doors, so honestly, it doesn't have security doors.
Nobody did it. I mean, somebody who watched the stream that have 5 years, they didn't get a thumbs up. They just left. Now we have
I'm not going to show you guys the freight elevator though, because it's now behind the curtain. But it looks like the one in Sears and Ford's too almost. It does have security doors. We're not going to talk about freight elevators that much in this slash. I'll tell you guys what. I'll see if I can show you guys the one at Macy's from the outside of the door in the public area when we get to that point. Okay, that's a Schindler. That's the only freight elevator in the mall with Peely doors. I'm serious. Peely doors are nice, honestly. But this one has security. I wish I could show you guys a quick picture of it. But I don't think I have a picture from the outside. It's great. It's great. And brown. Freight elevator, Sears. It looks like the one. You guys want to see the one in Sears and Ford's too really quick?
yeah.
Okay, let me finish up here. Okay, so even though roped enclosure may be different in some ways and alike in some ways, they both have something very special inside of them. And that, right there, my friends, is love in the heart. Now, love is important to them more than anything else. And I bet you the future of roped enclosure is going to be beyond heroically special. When they make this life-changing move this summer, when they go to these classes and take these life lessons, maybe one day they'll want to go to space after they graduate high school, right? Maybe before they graduate high school. You never know what their future is going to be like.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So now, if you ever wonder, now, did you guys ever wonder if there are any other elevators in that small that are just the same as roped enclosure? We're going to have to find out later on in this chapter. So guys, all I can say for now is to stay tuned. We'll find out. We'll learn more about the other elevators in this mall. So we have JCPenney, Dick's Sporting Goods, Macy's, and the center elevator, and that's it. Okay? So here's the overview. So what have we learned from this lesson? Well, we learned about the two elevators at Sears and the mall at Robinson, right? We learned about roped enclosure, how they're like and different. And we also learned about the escalator, and we also are trying to figure out how an elevator machinery can be under an escalator, right? Yeah. We don't have time to think about that. So what's the main idea of this lesson? The main idea is to shop your way, to shop your way. Shop your way is the main idea. That's a slogan for this lesson right here. Okay, we're going to be focusing on JCPenney next. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this. Here's how you save a PowerPoint for those of you who are watching. It's not copy. It's not doing anything. It's not copywriting, by the way. So we're on chapter 7, lesson 1. I can't believe it. Okay, guys. I found this picture back in June. Okay, the mall at Robinson. Can anybody tell me what's going on here in this photo? This photo was taken a long time ago. Can anybody tell me what's going on in this photo? Well, let's have a look and see. Now, yeah, what Daniel said is right. Looks like there's some work going on in this mall. And you know why? Because at this time, the mall was being built. This is like in what, June or July of 2001. Look at this place. Hey, I wonder what that is over there. You guys know what that is over there, right here?
That's glass elevator.
That's the new elevator. That's famous for Pittsburgh. It's the glass elevators in the mall. I wonder if it was. They're probably working on it. You guys want to see the food court?
Yeah.
Okay. Those blue lights in the food court are really neat. Oh, they're just making them. That's cool. It took a lot of work on this mall. What do you guys think? when they were building it. Look at this. They did so nice. They did a nice job, all these guys, with this small blue lights, the stripes in the food court on the arches. It was amazing what they did. Okay, so I'm going to show you Sears now at the Fort Steuben Mall. So, no, that's nothing I should show you guys. Let's see here. Okay, here's my Sears at Fort Steuben Mall, which closed. See it? It just closed in July. Look at this. Elevator. They could have put a glass elevator in there, honestly, but they didn't. That's because you have a sky dome and an escalator doesn't mean right below an escalator, right above an escalator doesn't mean you should put a glass elevator in, right? Okay. Let's see. Look who it is. Wouldn't it be shocking if one of us went to the Robinson Mall and saw this at the mall at Robinson, parked at Sears? You know how I'd react to it? Different than you guys.
I've seen that sugar truck before.
We've all seen a Schindler truck. All right. Okay. So here's my Sears. And I wonder what this is right here.
We just lost the field. We have 3.
My old Sears.
We lost.
There's a freight elevator in my old sites.
We lost 1 year. Now we have. There we go. Now we got 4.
Guys, look. Freight elevator in my old Sears. Let me tell you guys a fun fact. You ready? You know why this freight elevator is so special to me? This was my very first freight elevator I ever rode in my life. Guess how old I was when I rode it? I was only 7 years old when I rode it. I cannot believe it. But I rode it at 7 years old. And look at this. The doors are not Peely. They're security. You guys know what's in that room right there? Where my arrow is?
I'm not sure.
That's the machine room for that elevator.
Machine room.
You want to see it? I know.
Yeah.
Well, since the store's closing, I'll show you it really quick. Here it is. There's a machine room. It could be on the top floor, right?
Yeah.
See, there it is.
5 lights on this, you know. We have 5 more to go until we hit 10.
Let me show you the buttons really quick. There's the doors. They're not Peely. They're security. So there are the buttons on it. And it looks like the one in Sears in the mall at Robinson. Honestly. See? Freight elevator, honestly, it's Schindler. But all the Dick's Sporting Goods freight elevators at Schindler have Peely doors. And that's what's so annoying about a freight elevator, those Peely doors. They're so annoying.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yes. This one has security doors, though. And the funniest thing is, when you get to the first floor when I was a little boy, I was holding that door close button really tight and pushing that 2 button so I wouldn't get caught. I was only 7 years old and I got caught. The doors opened up on the first floor, and that was where the merchandise pickup area is.
Yeah.
There's always men working down in that area. So they understood, though. It was my first time. They understood, right? They took me back up. They were nice about it. So there it is. It's the Schindler. Virginia or Minnesota. So, yeah. Okay, guys, so that's going to be it for tonight. Okay. We'll be back tomorrow with lesson 2. With Stacey Penny. Okay. Let's see. So thanks, guys, for watching this live stream, even though it took long. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to Elevators in North America, Elevators run by Tron Elevators, and Northwest Indiana Elevators.
Okay. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.